I don't even know why I bother. This is what I get for making a deal that I didn't think would happen, but it surprisingly did. Hello, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Clint Joker, and welcome to another of my thoughts on. Today, I'm going to be talking about Mamma Mia. Here we go again. The sequel to the smash hit 2008 movie, I think, Mamma Mia. Based off the hit Broadway and the ABBA song. I mean, Jesus Christ, why did I see this? As you can tell from the tone of my voice, I wasn't looking forward to this. In fact, I didn't even want to see this movie because the first Mamma Mia I thought was just garbage. Well, it's maybe not quite the worst, but the Mamma Mia and the You Can Dance for the Time of Your Life. Not only did I used to like the Mamma Mia song, but now I just find the song irritating, and I really cannot stand the first one, and I know I haven't done my thoughts on. One, I don't want to rewatch it. Two, I barely remember anything from the first film except for the cast. That's about it, really. Well, the plus side, I actually saw Incredibles 2 for a second time yesterday, just before I went to see this. So, at least I actually saw something I loved. So how can we go from something as brilliant and original as as Incredibles 2 to this? Well, what's it about? Honestly, I couldn't follow what was going on, but the best way I can describe it is Sophie, played by Amanda Seyfried, is hosting some kind of party in honor of Donna, played by Meryl Streep, whose character is dead. I don't remember that much from the first movie, so. Yeah. And then, while that's going on, there's a well, they don't actually tell you the backstory, but they show you the backstory of Donna, the young version of Donna, played by Lily James, and how she met the three fathers, played by Stellan Skarsgård, Colin Firth, and Pierce Brosnan. And while that's going on, they're just trying to set up a party with Amanda Seyfried, Julia Walters, Christina Bastokin, and the rest do come back. I don't think they all come back. I mean, Donovan Cooper's back. I don't remember who else. Oh, and Andy Garcia's in here as well. So that's about it. And yeah, this movie was boring. And granted, what I was watching was somewhat interesting, but one, I don't care that much about the first film. Two, they tell this plot exactly the same as they did with the one that they're talking about when they're talking about the young Donna. They're both just step by step the same, and they can both come out as predictable. So, if you're going to do something original and unique, you better do it right. Because this was just lazy. Not only is the film so sappy, it tries to throw so much comedy, but the movie isn't really that funny. I didn't even laugh I didn't even smile that much. I was just bored. I was just sitting, louching down in my seat. Excuse me. Hay fever's still back. What was I going to say? I was slouching down in my seat. I was just moving my arms, just moving my body. I was so bored. At least Geostorm had an interesting concept. At least Sherlock Gnomes was watchable, and the Emoji Movie, as bad as that was, at least had a couple of funny lines from James Corden and Patrick Stewart. Here, there's not one thing I remember from this. Okay, maybe a couple, maybe except from the scenes that have Colin Firth or Meryl Streep, because they are always a win. All I remember is that Donna finds the three husbands when they were young. They sing, they talk, and they go away from one another. She gets angry at them, sings a song. That's about it, really. I honestly don't remember that much because this movie didn't do a thing for me. How is it well executed? It's actually executed quite poorly, actually, because it doesn't all seem to go well together, and they had to bring in Meryl Streep and Cher near the end. Oh, I'm sorry, was that a spoiler? I don't really care at this point. I mean, if you like Mamma Mia and all, sorry, but I don't care. I'm probably gonna spoil it anyways. Probably not, but So if you make a plot that's so predictable, disinteresting, dull, and feels so pathetic, then you've failed to catch my interest. The visuals. Well, if there's one thing that this film did slightly better, is that the visuals are watchable. The first movie I thought was just kind of an eyesore. It's not Transformers levels of unbearable to watch, but still, it looks really basic and unpleasant to look at. Not in a horrible way, but it looks a little too bright, a little too colourful, and a little too much. This one actually looks better. It's colourful, it's at times quite beautiful, it's nice, it's pleasant to look at. When it comes to Amanda going back to present day and seeing young Donna, it looks nice. It doesn't look that bad, actually, and I don't think there were barely any special effects, if I'm being correct here, and I don't remember if there was any in the first. Okay, there might have been a couple in the first, but again, I don't remember much of the first one, and this one didn't really help either. And the costumes that these characters wear, like the fancy ones, are they're pretty much what you expect. Supposed to look bright, colourful, fancy. Yeah, it's just meh. There's not much else I can say about it, but it looks nice. Characters and acting. Now, before I get into the characters, the only people I feel really, really bad for is the cast. Amanda Stretford, Julia Walters, Meryl Streep, Pierce Brosnan, Colin Firth, Lily James, Andy Garcia. You got so many great people here, but why did you have to waste them in this sequel? And I don't want to lie, everyone here isn't that good. Okay, maybe most of them, but some of them do at least try. But the rest of them are just bad. And nothing against them. I like these people, but it just looks like they didn't really do that much in their performances. The only ones I actually tried is Lily James, Colin Firth, Meryl Streep, and Cher. Yeah. As much as I like Lily James in Baby Driver, and I haven't seen her in Darkest Hour, Cinderella, and that recent film about runaway trains. I think that's the wrong title, but I think my point is quite clear. Well, Andy Garcia is always a delight. Colin Firth's always amazing to watch. I like Meryl Streep a lot. She is actually not bad, but she could have been better. I never thought I'd say this, but I found Julia Walters annoying and ever. And she was in the 2 Paddington films where she was really funny. But all the other acting is just comes off as average, annoying, just too much. The characters, there was not one character in the film I found interesting besides Donna. Well, at least the young Donna. Everyone else I completely have no interest in, and they weren't very well developed. They were just there because they were in the first film. You know, Amanda's now is now married to Sky. Oh yeah, Dominic Cooper's singing is fucking awful. Sky's in it for not long, and he just comes out of nowhere. The Three Fathers are here as well. Don't really do much. She comes in near the end for no reason, then just to make her sing a song, which is just a terrible excuse. I like the ending, actually, with Meryl Streep. She's not in the film for long. If you see her on the posters and all, if you think, she's going to be in the film a lot. She's literally in the last... She's near the end for about 3 minutes, and I know this is supposed to be dedicated to her character, even if she does pass away. If she passed away before the film was released, I think this would have made more sense. But Donna wasn't really that good of a character. But I like Meryl Streep, so I can't really complain too much. But what they do near the end with Meryl Streep, I thought was actually quite sweet. And that's pretty much the only scene, besides the scene where Colin Firth gets tied up and falls into the water. So that's the only 2 scenes I actually somewhat liked. Oh, and the scene where young Donna can't speak French. That was okay. I'll admit that was a little funny. Who else? The 2 friends played by Christina Bakersdale and Julia Walters. The 2 actresses who played them. I mean, Christina's fine. The one who plays the Julia Walters character was pretty damn annoying. The three actors who played the 3 fathers from before are actually fine. I actually leaned over to my friend and said, the one who played was it Harry? Colin Firth played it. Anyways, I thought the actor who played the young version of Colin Firth's character actually looked like Matt Smith. I don't know if that's true, but I'm pretty sure it isn't Matt Smith. It's probably just a look-alike. So, while there is a couple of good performances, especially from Lily James, who I thought was actually pretty good in this movie, maybe there's a couple of funny moments, but the characters are so dull and underdeveloped, and they're not all that interesting. They're just cliche tropes. And even with a great performance like Andy Garcia and Lily James, they don't do much for their characters. I mean, while the characters are not like terrible or anything, they're just passable, I guess, but they're not that great. Oh, and the songs are fucking annoying. Maybe there are a couple that are just okay, but the rest of them are like, it's pandering. Okay. This is not like the worst film ever. It's close. It's pretty close. I'd say top 10. Top 10 worst films I've seen. Along with the first one, and the thing that just kind of bothered me was the rating. This movie actually got a higher rating than the first one. The first movie got like a 55% on Rotten Tomatoes. This one, 78%. How? This movie is basically the first one, but 10 times worse. It really doesn't make that much sense. Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again is probably one of the most pointless, dullest, and most annoying sequels I've ever seen, with a predictable plot that doesn't do anything special. It visually looks average. most of the acting is good, the rest can come off as just there for fucking paycheck, and it's just kind of. And also the actors are just there because they were in the first film and they need something to do. What else? The songs are pretty annoying. The characters are not that well developed and they're not that interesting. So yeah, I don't like this movie. I think this movie is really fucking pathetic. But it's bad, but it's not quite the worst. Also, why does every bad film I see has Andy Garcia, Geostorm, Ghostbusters, now this? I feel bad for the guy, but anyways, if you like Mamma Mia, go see it. I guess I know there's I know there's women that like it. Well, that's obvious. But if you don't like Mamma Mia, do not watch it. If you want to see a good sequel, go see Incredibles 2. One of the freshest, original, and funnest experiences I had all year, and by far my favorite film of the summer. And I love the movie. I'm definitely going to get it on Blu-ray because The Incredibles 2 has earned it. It's earned my respect. This one, I will give a huge, huge skip. I'm never seeing this again, and I'm never picking this up on DVD because it doesn't deserve it. And as expected, I'm going to give this a 3 out of 10. Sure, it's not quite like Pudgy the Dog bad. And I know Universal this year hasn't been doing particularly well with films. I mean, yeah, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom was a big hit, but not many people liked it. Skyscraper looked pretty dull as well. At least Jurassic World was actually entertaining. This one really wasn't. And, I never thought I'd say this, but I kind of wish I was actually watching Skyscraper, only because I want to get away from this pile of shit. So next, I'm going to be reviewing the 2 Hotel Transylvania movies, because the third one comes out in the UK next year. Next month. I was going to say next year, but I was like, oh, that's not right. So, look forward to that, and that's about it, really. I do plan to actually make another list. Maybe not advert-wise, but it could be related to Disney or Pixar. But I'll let you know what I get up to next. Besides my thoughts on, I'll probably, I don't know. I probably might do another review on something, perhaps. I don't know. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think of the film. If you actually had the balls to see it. I hope not, because the film was fucking awful. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. And until next time, here we go again. Bye for now. I promise this will never, ever happen again.